Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new Let's Play. I feel like I've said this so many times already because this is my third take of this first episode. The first time it was completely my fault. I never hit record and I finished the episode, which I thought it was the best one out of the first two. Second time, I recorded the whole episode. It went well, but the problem was, I didn't set it to my actual microphone. I set it, or I didn't change it from the default microphone that the computer has. So my voice sounded even more like shit. So now I'm back again. Hopefully this is all working correctly. And without further ado, let's play Bloodborne. And before I get into it, this is not a blind let's play. I've beaten this game like 3 times already. I've gotten the platinum trophy, everything. So I haven't played the new DLC though, or the Old Hunters DLC. Still haven't bought that, but base game Bloodborne, I beat it multiple times. This is kind of just like a replay through. I'll try to explain some things about the game. And yeah, so yeah, I've been wanting to replay this game and now it's finally gonna happen. We're gonna play offline because as of now I do not have a good Ethernet cable to plug my console into, and my Wi-Fi sucks really badly. So we're gonna go right into it.
Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Alright, so that was our intro of the game. Name, we will never forget the other 2 RubyDashes that came before this, and hopefully this is my last one. So this will be called RubyDash V3, because I've had 3 other characters, or 2 other characters. Gender will be a female, and I'm pretty sure I've explained this already, but if I haven't, I essentially pick females in games because if I'm going to be staring at a person the whole time, I don't want to be staring at a guy the whole time, kind of. Logic probably doesn't make sense, but it's my logic, and that's what I go through. So, or that's what I use to justify it. So, yeah. Usually in characters, I don't... Where is it? I've done this like 3 times. There it is. Usually in games, I don't really customize the look of my character, except for 2 things, really. That is disgusting. But alright. It kind of looks like Benjamin Franklin. Just slightly. I've never seen all these haircuts. Ooh, I can get that scene look going on. Nah, I think I'll stick with this. Usually in games, I don't really change much except the style of the hair, and if possible, I make my hair obnoxiously red. And that's about it. I don't really change much, essentially. The only difference between this character and my actual character is the hairstyle. Instead of it being a ponytail, it's this. So, yeah, that's essentially all I change from places. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get on to it. And we will have 2 more cutscenes that we have to go through. So, yeah. It's gonna take not a fair amount of time, but maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes at most. If I do so remember correctly. And this is my 3rd time recording this thing. This is my 3rd time in a row seeing both of these cutscenes.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
Alright, so that was the beginning of the game, and I had to get up really quickly because I lied back on my couch. So as I've said before, essentially in this game, I know to a good extent where to go. I don't know where to get all the extra stuff by memory. I know some things by memory. Whether or not we'll be doing everything in this Let's Play is up to a mystery. Is shrouded in mystery. We most likely will just get through the base game. Maybe the DLC if I can afford it. And yes, you may say it's only $20, but as a college student, I don't really have all that much money. So yeah, if you guys have played Dark Souls 1, you probably know what these are. These are essentially the equivalent of the claw marks from Dark Souls 1. Players leave helpful hints for other people to see, and you can rate them if you like them. So, kind of just like this video. Self-promotion. So yeah, we don't really see many of them because we're not connected to the internet, so we can't see them. So there's that. And over here we have our first enemy that I think we can kill if we... Oh, never mind. Let's see if I get lucky. Ow! Let's see if we get lucky and I'm able to do... No. Nope. Look, I'm not gonna get lucky. Well, it doesn't really do anything if I... Oh, there it is. Alright, so that's a mechanic in Bloodborne that is not in Dark Souls. They're called visceral attacks, and essentially if you're behind an enemy and you get a heavy attack going, you hold R1 and you do a move that does massive damage. So we have that. There is another way to trigger them, but we don't have the proper and necessary equipment for them yet. So I'll explain when we get to that. So over here, this is our first intro into the world. And under normal circumstances, if you haven't played Bloodborne at all, we're supposed to die to that first enemy right there. So we didn't. So normally we didn't break progression of the game, but we're supposed to die on there if you've never played Bloodborne. Because if you've never played a Souls game series, a Souls game, you're gonna die, and you're gonna die a lot. So yeah, let's put this ladder down and hopefully not get hit by... Yeah, we got hit. Oh, he's coming. yeah, that noise, it will be explained later on as to what it is. This guy is chasing me right now, so I'm just gonna light this. And, okay. Return to the Hunter's Dream! Okay. So, the thing I just activated, it essentially works as the bonfires from Dark Souls. Quick explanation there. And another cutscene. Alright, so this is where we were meant to go if we died from the wolf. It's essentially our hub world for the game. If you've ever played Demon Souls, it works exactly like the Nexus. Well, not exactly, but it works somewhat like the Nexus, equipped with its own Maiden in Black. Again, if you've ever played the game. This is the doll, and essentially when we get enough insight, and that's the thing at the top right there, we can see the eye. We can, as soon as we get one, this doll will trigger, and the next time we return here, we're able to upgrade our stuff. So, yeah, this is the way we level up and everything, so there's that. Bath, the messenger bath over here, I think that's what it's called. This is where you buy items, you can buy various things here. You can already buy some stuff over here, which we will probably be buying this relatively soon. Let's see. Tombstones over here. This is how you awaken, and it kind of tracks your progression of the game. It kind of tracks your progression of the game, so the higher you go up, the closer you are to beating the game. But you will be stuck in the first tombstone for a lot longer than the other ones, because essentially there's enough locations to fill this entire empty black space down here. All the other ones kind of go halfway, somewhere around there. So right here is where we get our weapons, because if you haven't noticed, we've been fighting things with our fists, or we fought the one enemy with our fists. So we got the threaded cane. It takes a certain degree of skill to use. I could never learn how to use it because I'm not that good at the game. Saw cleaver. It's kind of in the middle. It's really balanced, and it's the weapon I started using on my second playthrough character. So there's that. But the one I used at the beginning was the Hunter's Axe, and that is the one we will be picking because I wouldn't consider it a beginner's weapon, but it definitely gives you a lot of advantages early game that the other ones do not. And it also lets you kind of cheese the first official boss of the game. What the heck was that? Something just spiked in, like, game audio in the recorder. Alright, well. Something spikes it. Okay, whatever. I'll figure that out later. So yeah, there's that. Firearms, they essentially work as a parry mechanic in this game. And remember earlier how I said there's another way to trigger the visceral attacks that I said? This is the way you trigger them, but more on that when we actually get to it. You have two options there, the pistol and the blunderbuss. I've only ever used the pistol. I've never used another one, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about those weapons. And then we have a notebook where we can leave messages for people. Right here is our storage container where all our excess things spills out into. So there's that. And this is Gehrman. He appears sometimes, and then I don't know if I did something wrong, but he kind of disappeared permanently from my first playthrough game. But he appears and he gives you advice or not advice, but he just kind of gives you like cryptic messages. So there's him. Workshop. You can fortify your weapon, repair it, and you can do two other things here. One of them isn't really relevant because it has to do with a mechanic in the game I haven't explained yet, and the other one is to imbue your weapon with special abilities, which we will be using eventually. Memory alter, you can give yourself special abilities in the game. By special abilities, I mean it gives you like slightly more health, it lets you carry extra bullets, blood vials, stuff like that. And over here is these tombstones you see are for chalice dungeons. What are chalice dungeons? Well, you have a set of kind of 14, I believe, of chalice dungeons. Some are fixed, meaning you go through the same kind of dungeon every single time, but others aren't fixed, and they're kind of like randomly generated dungeons people can go through, and you can go through them with friends. So that's a pretty cool addition if you're just playing this game kind of casually. But if you're going for the 100% and going for the platinum, these things will become the bane of your existence, and it will definitely make you sink a lot of time. And did I mention they're extremely difficult? So there's that. Over here we have an extra bath. You can just kind of change the hat on your little skull guys for the game. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Over here, this tombstone is how you access the DLC of the game. Over here is an insight bath where you can buy items with insight. We don't have any, and we won't ever really use that. So I believe that's all of this place. I think I may be missing one thing. This is a gate. We can't go into this gate until much further into the game. So when it comes to opening that gate, we will come to it. And one last thing I kind of want to show is just kind of how the combat works in this game. You got a firearm and a weapon in this game. You have a strong attack, a light attack, and you got a pistol attack that you do with L2. So there's that. But the cool thing about this game that I like, that makes this my favorite Souls game, is that if you push L1 while you have when you have your weapon equipped, it transforms into a different form. So right here it has a sweeping attack, it has this, and it has a strong attack. And you can also charge your heavy attacks and stuff like that. So that's something I really like about the game. Not every weapon has a transformation, but a good amount of them. By transformation, I mean it changes appearance. Some of them give them like minor power-ups and stuff like that. I think you can hear helicopters outside. Okay, would have ruined my recording. But yeah, that's about it. Next episode, we will awaken in Central Yharnam, which is where we came here. And we will make our first official progression into this game. So this is more of like an introductory video to this game. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this series, why not leave it a like rating? And if you want to keep up with this series, why not subscribe today? So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.